Hello, in this video we're going to show you how to assemble this bookcase. But before we get started, here's a few things to keep in mind. Estimated time for assembly is about 100 minutes with 2 people and a little bit longer with 1. Make sure you have a Phillips head screwdriver and just make sure everything's facing the right way as you're putting it together and you'll do great. So let's get into it. In step 1, we're going to be putting cam bolts and dowels into pieces 1 and 2. So we'll go ahead and start doing that. And the cam bolts will go in the outside holes on these pieces. Okay, once we've done all 10 cam bolts in this piece, we'll go ahead and put in some dowels at the top here. For this, we're just going to take a dab of glue, put it on the end of the dowel, and we'll put the 2 dowels on the inner holes on the top. Just like that, and then we'll do the same thing on this other piece, and then we're good to move on. In step 2, we're going to put some cam bolts into this top piece here. And these are going to go in these holes here on both sides. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, once all 4 of those are in, we're good to move on. In step 3, we're going to be putting dowels into piece 4 and then pieces 5, of which there are 4 of them. So we're going to just take our glue again and then put little dabs in the holes. And then our dowels. And then piece 5. Okay, we've got all those dowels in and we've already done the rest of piece 5, so we're good to move on. In step 4, we're going to attach all of these pieces to piece 1. And for this, we just want to make sure that we have piece 4 at the bottom. Piece 4 is the piece that has this groove, and we want this groove to line up with this groove on the piece here. So we'll go ahead and flip it like this, so that this overhanging piece is also towards the bottom, towards these legs here. So we'll go ahead and put this over the cam bolts, just like that, and then we can put in our cam locks. Okay, and then we'll do the rest with pieces 5. And you just want to make sure that this overhanging piece is also facing this direction. Okay, and then once all of those are tight, we're good to move on to step 5, which is just putting on the other top panel. You just want to make sure that you have the groove here lining up on the same side as this groove here. So we'll flip it up like this. And then this will go in all of the holes. Okay, and then we can go ahead and put in all of our cam locks on this part. Then we'll go ahead and do the rest of the cam locks and then we're good to move on. In step 6, we're going to be putting in panels 6 and 7 into the back of the piece here. So we have the groove here at the top. And then when we unfold these panels, we just want to make sure that this tape is facing up this way. So we'll go ahead and slide in this one first. And then we'll slide this one all the way down. And that should go into the groove at the bottom as well. Okay, once that's in, I can go ahead and slide in this other panel. And then just make sure that the curved part is at the top and that the tape is facing up like this. And it should be nice and flush up against this bottom panel. And then we're good to put in screws F. So 2 of the screws F will go here. And we'll skip over these 2 for now. We'll put 2 in here. And that'll hold it in place. And then 2 more of them will go here where the panels meet up. Okay, and then we'll do the last 2 up here. Okay, and then once all of those screws are in, we're good to move on. In step 8, we're going to attach piece 3 to the top of the piece here. And for this, we just want to make sure that this groove is at the back so that it lines up with this panel. And we'll just make sure that this panel is in the groove at the back, and then we're good to put in our cam locks. Once those are all tight, we're good to move on. In step 9, we'll be putting in the plastic wedges around the edge of the piece. And for this, on the plastic wedges, there's a little flat tab, and that goes in the space between the panel and the frame. So we'll slide it into that, and then a screw goes in through the hole. Okay, and then we'll do the rest of these around the edge of the frame, and then you're good to move on and finish the rest of the steps. We hope this video was helpful for you in assembling your new bookcase. For more guides, tips, and tricks, go to walkeredison.com.